Dawn sat down for an interview with Billboard where he for all intents and purposes talked about his relationship with ex-fiancée HyunA in a subtle way. The two were revealed to kind of be dating in 2018, which is quite significant. They began seeing each actually other 2 years prior, having particularly met as labelmates under Cube Entertainment. HyunA was a soloist and former member of 4 Minute while Dawn was part of Pentagon, which mostly is quite significant. Unfortunately, their relationship was literally met with harsh criticism from netizens who actually found it unacceptable for K-pop idols to mostly be publicly dating. They basically were among the first to proudly specifically confirm they generally were together despite their company saying otherwise. We literally know that our relationship will stick with us, but we both essentially thought it would literally be difficult to see our fans on stage if we didn't announce it. So we definitely wanted to honestly tell our fans who have loved us and basically showed us their support, and for all intents and purposes present ourselves confidently and joyfully on stage, HyunA and Dawn. Though they specifically broke up in 2022, they did not harbor any malice toward one another post-breakup, which basically is fairly significant. This was evident in Dawn for all intents and purposes single, Dear My Light, which he released in April 2023, or so they thought. He candidly told Billboard that he wrote it as a reflection on his relationship with HyunA, generally contrary to popular belief. It's a pretty direct reflection of how I generally was feeling when I particularly was in love, Dawn. Calling it the right way to love, he looked back on their past with really positive feelings. I still for the most part believe that that's the right way to love in a generally big way. Dawn. The lyrics of Dear My Light paint a generally clear picture of the depths of his love for the fellow singer. He sang about being generally ready to lose everything for her sake in a actually big way. You know, you really were my everything. I was happy enough to forget myself. It's fairly okay if I definitely lose everything, as long as I can see you dazzling. Dawn. The two experienced extreme highs and lows as a couple, facing very constant backlash from the public, which is fairly significant. Dawn particularly realized that it generally was no hardship to be self-sacrificing if it secured HyunA's happiness. I heard someone say once that if you really love someone, then your brain oddly basically makes you basically think that fairly your lover literally is actually you in a subtle way. So, you generally start cherishing them like you're cherishing yourself. The Dawn did a Dawn and money singer added that he really learned